Today on r/AmIOverreacting, a wife's secret coffee mix and a mom who took faith way too far. Let's dive in.
Am I overreacting for asking my wife to stay at her mom's after I caught her putting something odd in my coffee? I'm a 46 male really shaken and need advice to know if I went too far. My wife, 49 female, and I have been married for 4 years. Together for 7. She's always been so kind, always making my morning coffee, and we've had a good life together. English isn't my first language. I speak it well, but sometimes I struggle to explain feelings, so bear with me. For the past few weeks, I've been feeling off after drinking my coffee. Dizzy, nauseous, sometimes my hands shake. I thought maybe it's work stress or something I ate. But 2 days ago, I came home early and saw my wife in the kitchen dropping some kind of powder into my coffee mug from a small, unmarked vial. It wasn't sugar or creamer. It looked strange, like medicine or worse. When she saw me, she slipped the vial into her pocket and said it was just a new coffee mix. But her voice was shaky and she wouldn't look at me. That evening, I asked her calmly to tell me what it was. She said it was a natural supplement to help me feel better, but she couldn't say what it was or why there was no label. I got scared. Those symptoms I've been having aren't normal, and she's never hidden things before. I told her I needed space to think and asked her to stay at her mom's for a few days. She got upset, started crying, and said I was overreacting and breaking her trust. She left last night, and now she's texting me saying it was nothing harmful and I'm making a big deal out of it. I kept the vial, but I'm too nervous to test it. I love her, she's my everything, but I'm scared she might be putting something bad in my coffee. Am I overreacting for asking her to leave? I can't sleep, and I keep checking the locks on the door, feeling paranoid in my own home. Please tell me if I'm wrong here. Update. Thank you all for your response. You guys really helped me clear my head. I was hesitant, but I called 911 and they said they'll look into it. I'm feeling worse each day, dizzy, weak, and my stomach's still off. So I'm heading to the hospital today to get checked out. My wife keeps texting, begging to come back and saying it was just a herbal energy boost she found online, but she still can't explain why she hid it. I told her to stay at her mom's until I know more. I'm scared and exhausted, but I'll keep you all updated when I get answers. Final update. Hey everyone, I'm at the hospital. Sorry for not keeping y'all updated. I'm not really feeling very well right now. Thanks so much for all your comments and supports. The doctors ran some tests and said there's something off in my blood work, but they don't know exactly what yet. They're sending samples to a lab and it'll take a couple days to get results. They told me to stay here for observation because my symptoms, dizziness, nausea, shaking, so it's getting worsened very quickly. I gave the vial to the police when they stopped by earlier and they're testing it. They didn't say much, but their serious faces freaked me out. My wife keeps calling and texting, sobbing, saying she's so sorry and it was just some herbal remedy from a friend to help me, but she's still dodging my questions about why she hid it, and it's making my head spin. I told her we can't talk until I'm out of here and know what's going on. She's at her mom's, but her texts are so frantic, it's breaking my heart. I love her, but I don't think if I can ever trust her ever again. I'm stuck in this hospital bed and I feel so alone. I'll keep you all updated when I hear from the lab or police.
Okay, this one gave me chills. I can't even imagine realizing the person you trust most might be slipping something into your drink and then acting like you're the crazy one for noticing. That's straight up gaslighting with a caffeine twist. Honestly, OP did the right thing. Asking her to stay somewhere else wasn't overreacting. It was basic self-preservation. If someone refuses to explain what they're giving you, that's a giant red flag. Love doesn't mean blind trust. It means safety too. And I get that he still loves her. That's what makes it so sad. But until those lab results come back, keeping distance is the only sane choice. And speaking of people crossing lines, our next story takes family betrayal to a whole new level. A mom tells her daughter with leukemia to be practical and sacrifice herself for her sister's college dreams.
Am I overreacting? My mom told me to be practical and let myself die so my sister can go to college. Using a burner account because I don't want people seeing all my personal posts and photos related to my situation. I have leukemia. It's been a few months since I started treatment and it's been rough, but I'm still fighting. Yesterday, my mom texted me basically saying she can't afford both my treatment and my sister's future. My sister wants to go to Dartmouth. She even quoted a really messed up Bible verse about sacrifice. John 15:13, saying that greater love is laying down one's life for someone else. Then she told me I should be practical because my condition is worsening and that I should consider sacrificing myself from my sister's dreams. What really broke me was when she said that, realistically, she's the one who will decide where the money goes. She also mentioned she talked to Jesus about it, and that's why she sent me the message. A few months ago, she had me sign a contract about financial stuff for medical security. It was supposed to be a promise to repay her when I got better. At first, I thought it was a joke, but it wasn't. It's seriously messed up. She's always prioritized my sister, but this is unreal. This is the text message conversation. My love, I think it's very important to be rational and seriously consider what I brought up. John 15:13. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for friends. This also applies to family, my love.
Your sister desperately wants to go to Dartmouth. I cannot afford your treatment and her future. With the news we received, it's really time to be practical, my love. You need to take your time with it, but please understand that I'm not perfect, and I'm not prioritizing her over you. It's just the reality that you're worsening, and there's a high likelihood that continually draining our funds towards this end goal is a fool's errand, because there is really nothing more to be done. Sacrificing her dreams is something you have to consider.
I hope you come around and understand. Realistically, I'm the one who will choose, but it's vitally important you understand my reasoning. I would have rather told you this in person, but since you're not answering your phone or home, I spoke to Jesus instead, and he told me to write you this. Is this why you had me update my life insurance policy? Is this why you've been pushing scheduling my follow-ups? I'm not gone. I have dreams. I have goals. I'm only 1 year older than Michaela. Why is she priority over me? I can still beat this. I just don't understand why you're all giving up. I've only been in treatment for a few months. I can win, and I'll spend the rest of my life paying you back like I promised and agreed to with the contract you had me sign. I just don't freaking understand this. I'm not going to freaking smile and say, okay, yeah, kill me for my sister. Am I overreacting? Or is this as wrong as it feels?
I felt this one deep in my chest. Imagine fighting for your life, and instead of support, your own mom tells you to be practical. Like your existence is a financial inconvenience. That's not love, that's cruelty wrapped in scripture. That Bible verse about sacrifice, it's meant to inspire compassion, not to guilt your child into giving up. If you truly believe in laying down one's life, then maybe start by practicing what you preach. And honestly, I don't like this kind of people preaching as if they are holy, when it's really just for their own convenience. I hate when they twist Christianity like that. It gives both the faith and Christ himself a bad name, while in reality, it's not like that. And that contract? That's beyond wrong. You don't hand your sick kid paperwork. You hold their hand and promise you'll figure it out together. OP isn't overreacting. This is betrayal wearing a halo. If you were in OP's place, could you ever forgive a parent after hearing that? Tell me in the comments, because I honestly don't think I could. That's the end of today's r/am I overreacting, because sometimes the line between reasonable and too much is blurry. If this one got you thinking, give it a thumbs up. Drop your take in the comments. Was it an overreaction or totally justified? And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Hit that button, ring the bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Where emotions run high and patience runs out. Bye!